All right. Episode 486. And my objective every video is to get enough pennies, coins, where I have extra content for my short videos. My short videos are very popular, and so I'm trying to keep up with it, right? And I have my magic number, which is 10 short videos per day. But it's not that easy to come up with 10. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's not true. I mean, I could just pick 10 random pennies and just do the short videos on it. No wide AM. But my choice, nice copper penny misaligned die. My choice is to try to do videos of something that's interesting, like the misaligned die penny we found there. I'll do a short video on that. Why not? Just because, like, I don't know. I can't even say it. Look at the eyebrow on him. How cool is that? Wow, look at his features. What's the deal? Looks like someone put a piece of a clay on top of it. This will be our other. Does the light hurt or help? I can leave the light on for this. Okay. Well, that was really cool looking. Was whatever. So, just because, I mean, I know a misaligned die now in 2 seconds by looking at it. This one has the crimp roll machine thingy on the back. I guess in 2010 they were still using crimp roll machines. And same thing with that penny, right? Talking about the crimp. Most people don't know. I didn't know what a crimp roll. You know how long it took me to find out what that stuff was on the back of the on coins. That circle that was a crimp roll machine. It took me a long time. No double ear, no double shield. It took me a long time. Or to find out about wide AMs. That took me a long time. To find out about what's the other one? Oh, misaligned dies. I didn't know what a misaligned die was. So even though right now it seems like a very common thing for me, it was not common when I first started doing this, and it wasn't common for a long time. So most people who are watching this channel don't know what a misaligned die is. 2017 P. I save on those. The only year most people. I didn't know that the 2017 P was the only year ever in U.S. history See, to me, this is from the crimp roll machine also. But I'm looking for some place where there's a little bit of a line, and I don't see it. Because usually you'll see this like in that area, and then some other place in the circle you'll see the other one, and I don't see it. So maybe the edge on this is super high. Let me look at this under the loop. It's cool looking. don't know. I don't know what caused that. I'll put it to the side to be re-examined later. And to me, that's really, and I hope I never lose that love and feeling, that to give people, right, the majority of people forget, and that they started translating. Now, they started translating a couple weeks ago. So, or maybe 3 weeks, maybe even a month now, if I forget. So, and you can see here, and I'm pretty sure that's a scratch, but you have to watch for the extra metal. See, that's not extra metal. If the extra metal coins where they have an extra, where a piece of scrap metal fell onto the planchet and it got struck, those are worth about $100 to $200. So you got to watch out for those extra metal. But that's a scratch. But it looks like that, except it's not a scratch. It's extra metal. But this is a scratch. So you have to watch out for those. But that's what they look like, except not scratches. And oh yeah, so the showing the channel in other languages. Yeah, they're dubbing the channel now in other languages. That's why you don't hear any music anymore. It says zinc, 82 large date zinc. And well, that's a nice copper penny. That's a beauty. And so people from all over the world, people who don't have access, is another crimp. See, that's the crimp roll machine right there. But it's weak. That's very weak. And they're going to see my videos and they're going to learn about, and some of them are going to be fascinated by this. Now that they can understand me talking in their language. How cool is that, man? You know, and they're going to be even less familiar with U.S. pennies than we are. People who are, in the United States or born in the United States, or all that. And some of them might become interested in U.S. pennies as a result of the channel being dubbed in their language. But between that and just people for the first time watching my channel, and who nobody teaches this stuff. When I'm teaching here, Rob finds treasures, does not. He has his own penny mat that he sells. He's very commercial. He does the album fills. He looks for key dates, wheat cents, but that's it. He does not really know about, as far as I know, and I used to watch him religiously, but you will not learn about um, coin collecting and coin errors with his channel, because that's not what you have to spend a lot of time. That's not his thing. Tushed Gabby, another very, these are my favorite channels. I like watching these guys. So I'm not beating on them at all. But they don't know about penny errors. Chris Coins, I think he does. I mean, his setup is just, this dude got like a straight up studio in his room, man. I mean, with the things and the multiple cameras. I mean, he's got his stuff together. Eventually, I might get to that point. Of course, the phone has to be hooked. You have to have multiple phones connected to a program that's connected to the computer, laptop, connected to the TV. I mean, you have to have a straight up studio. And I will have that eventually, but right now I don't. That's it. That's all there is to it. I'm not there, man. 1992, we're looking for the close AM. No close AM. See, that's a wide AM. That's what you want to see in the 98, 99, and 2000. See how much space is between the A and the M? That's a wide AM. On the 92, you want the close AM. That's worth $100. So that's that's who the channel is geared towards. Now, people who are expert, like one of my members is, as far as I can, as close as I can tell, he's a little bit beyond. Oh, look at that! That's an excellent gas blister. That's one of the most gassiest blisters I've ever found. That's great. That's worth a couple bucks. A little dirty here. Maybe clean it up in some um, mineral oil. Mineral oil. I think that's what it's called. That's cool. Eric Kenai Collectibles. Check out his channel, and he's with the channel, and we talk. He emails me. I mean, the point is that my channel is not just for newbies. Another 92. I almost didn't check for the close AM. Got some mechanical doubling there. Touche Gabby is a subscriber of my channel. Me and him are cool. So, but the overwhelming majority are new people. Let me put this 2024. We found another 2024, I think, in the previous. Is this it here? Yeah. And I just want a comparison, so I'm going to hold on to the other one. I want to compare the two, the no doubling with the doubling 2024. So, one of our newest members, Gino, or our newest member, Gino, is messaging me on a regular basis, talking about how excited he is to go to the bank and get these pennies. Let me tell you something. If you got access to, I moved my pennies around on the okay, that we just found that one. My arm hit the pennies on the desk and moved them around. If you have access to a bank or to banks where you can get 5, 10, 20 bucks on a regular basis, let me tell you, this is all going to pay off one day. Is it going to pay off big? I don't know about that. I don't want to make any promises about that, but every copper penny, once copper goes up, copper, first of all, okay, there's only so much. Yeah, they do recycle and all that, but you have to find copper, man, for the growing demand. Copper, they're going to start using silver in more aspects. Start using gold in more applications. You start using platinum in more applications. Start using palladium in more applications. Copper is going to be like the cheap, non-rusting, hard, um, conductive, electroconductive metal that people are going to go. So it's going to shoot up. I would not be surprised if copper goes up to $10 a pound by, I don't know, 2035, which would be like, let's say, double and a half where it is now, 2.5x, 1.5 times, 2 point, whatever that is, the ratio. And so if the pennies are worth 3.3, 3.5, they'll be worth, let's say about, close to 10 cents in copper value each. So for every 10 pennies, you're talking about $1. Okay? For every 100 copper pennies, you're talking about $10. For every 1,000 copper pennies, you're talking about $100. For every 10,000 copper pennies, which is nothing, you got $1,000. Let me tell you something, man. Just in that alone. And now the question is, will that by itself be enough to raise, rising tides lift all ships? Will that in itself be enough to raise attention and desirability of all US pennies between the copper going up. You know what I'm saying? Like, will people just want to, like, will a regular zinc cent, yeah, I don't think that's the extra V, and it's usually a little bit closer. I will look at that. The extra V you can see with the naked eye just about, no, there's no extra. Of course, there's no extra V there. I found 3 or 4 of them already. So of course there was no extra V there. I know that already. So anyway, I'm just happy that more and more people are tuning in and we're getting members and all that stuff. Wait until the day comes when I do all that studio stuff. You're gonna see. Forget about it. Forget about it. Once I get that whole Jazzmatazz in place, the channel's really gonna skyrocket. Once I get a Chris Coins type setup going together, yeah, you'll see. Even Rob Finds Treasure, he has a nice studio setup too. I'll get there one day. You'll see. All right. Thank you for tuning in. If you stood here to the end, God bless. Please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.